What's good, brother? Luther. Drop cash app, Luther. Appreciate you. Good morning. I am chilling. Chilling, bro. Posted like a light pole. I'm posted like a light pole. Sunday mom. Let a few more people get up in here. What's going on? Let's get these chats started. Let me see what the live chat's looking like. Y'all coming on in here. Good morning. Posted like a light pole. You see it. I'm posted. What the deal is? See if I might need to turn some lights on. Yeah. Take my little thing out the back. Put a little light on it. Tanner! What's up, brother? Luther! Brothers on the Haven, baby. If you don't want it, I give it to somebody out here in the real world or something. But yeah, drop the cash up. Brothers on the Haven, baby. You was here first. No doubt. You was here first. Ah, CKW Trucking. Detroit, baby. Detroit, Michigan, Motor City. Motor City. How y'all doing this morning, man? Come on up in here. Yo, Romeo. What's up, baby? Chilling, man. Hey, that's another day. Man, not so much another dollar. I'm chilling. Drive Luther. That's Luther's 88. I got you, Luther. I'll send it to you when we get out there live, baby. Yo, what's up, King? King Go Real. What's up, baby? 205. 205. Shaw, hey man, good. Everybody doing good. I'm up in here. Like I said, I'm posted like a light pole, baby. Y'all know what it is. I ain't going nowhere. Wait, get these electrical switches out here after the little fiascos that been going on. Hey, automatic Luther is all good, man. Yeah, I'm getting all the way back to doing that. I've been just in a hurry sometime on these lives because I really be trying to get the information out there and you know, help and load security and all that. I kind of missed a couple of days of doing it. My bad, y'all. But yeah, brothers on the Haven, baby. You'll get it in a little while. But so man, what I can't talk y'all today, man. King of Real, I think that, hey man, I don't know. You in Missouri, you might have saw me. I don't know now. If you in Northwest Missouri, you might have saw me. For real. I'm up here in a little town called Weston, but I was in Warrenton County yesterday for a long time. Friday a long time too. Put them 4 Yokohamas on here. I had to order the tire though. I just didn't feel comfortable no more, man. After I did that pre-trip inspection, y'all, I seen them little bubble come around the edge of the tire. And I already been having time problem. I just bought 4. They just go 4, and we go 4 on the go again, and get this stuff right because your life is precious, man. This little money don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. What's up, Jerome? No doubt, baby. But yeah, if you up here around Missouri somewhere, man, shoot, yeah. I'm up northwest Missouri up here. Man, finna drop off at the nuclear power plant. I don't think it's nuclear, though. I think it's just a power plant. I ain't gonna say nuclear, because I don't think it's nuclear. But it's just a power plant, because I ain't have to have no special clearance to go up in there. And usually they'll ask you for a tweet card if it's nuclear. You finna do some stuff. You gotta watch safe video and everything before you go on these people's property. Like, it's serious. But that ain't what I came to talk about today. Just glad to see y'all in here. Press share button, share the video, because I'm finna drop y'all. I said 2 DOT violations, but it really gonna be like 3 that you probably never ever knew existed, but it will count against your safety score. It's gonna count. It might not be super big, but it's gonna count. And I don't want nobody to come out here and get no money away because every time you get a violation, it's not always a fine involved with it, but it always affects your score. It affects your score, but some violations that you get, they actually have a penal consequence. Like you actually have to send the state some money for doing that. And I've had to do that before, and that's why I made the video. We finna talk about these 3 violations that most people don't know exist. And if you get caught with your pants down, they're not gonna give you a do-over. They're not gonna say, "Oh, nah, we're gonna let you make it, dog." They're gonna bust you on your butt. So, number 1, first and foremost, since we already talked about the one that'll cost you money, that's the first one I'm gonna tell y'all about. This the one that if you get this violation right here, you will have to pay. And it's an unjust. so randomly not thought about, because you see people violating this rule every single day on the highway. You just didn't know what you were looking at. Sometimes you can see something and you see it and it looks normal, but you just don't know what you were looking at, and it's against the rules. Simple as that. It's a violation. Everyone in the chat not to hit the like button. Hey, Mercy Like B says a violation for everybody in the chat right now not to at least hit the like button. Y'all touch that like button for me, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm so trying to help. Like I said, and hey, I think I did good on that live. We clean it up, ain't it, baby? We keeping it clean, ain't it? I know it, because it's not hard. It's not complicated. But anyway, this violation right here, first and foremost, tint. Window tint. Window tint. Window tint. Your truck, when you buy your Hotshot truck, may come with front window tint, factory. Or it may have add-on window tint, because I bought this truck used, and it had the same tint that's on the back windows, duplicated on the front windows, so it looked the same, but it wasn't factory, but still though. Commercial vehicle regulation says in a little green handbook, FMCSA book, that no commercial vehicle shall have any tint on the front two windows or the windshield of a truck. Now, man, a lot of people think, they think that's not a lot of people think that's not it's really just for big rigs. And that's why I say you see this on the highway a lot. A lot of times you see big rigs, especially people that run day cabs, they cab blacked out. They windows got 5% on them because they got all this glass around them, and they trying to keep the AC right and everything, and be able to work in this day cab truck and dump truck or whatever they're using. But yeah, FMCSA rules said no tint allowed on the front two windows or the windshield. Nothing on the windshield stuck to the windshield inside the sweep of the windshield wipers that will be in the field of vision. So that also includes your GPS, your dash cam, maybe your programmer. Can't none of this stuff be stuck to the window inside of the sweep of the windshield wiper. That's a violation. Most time they won't get you for having your GPS. They'll tell you to move it most time, but they won't get you for having your GPS on that top corner of the windshield, as long as it's not within the sweep of the windshield wipers. But tint, zero. I thought possibly maybe they were talking about just semis, or possibly they talking about legal tint in the state. Nope, none whatsoever. First place I got jammed up about the tint was Florida. Now that's sunny Florida. Don't you think I should have some tint on the truck in sunny Florida? It's 100 degrees in Florida. The sun beam, you think you need some tint, don't you? They say you can't have it. So I come down through Florida, southbound 75. Come through the way station. They passed me through the way station. Went on back out on 75 southbound, run down 75 southbound. Doing good. I'm talking, ain't no care in the world. DOT officer in the median of the road. He picked me out the bunch for a random. Boom, just like that. I just left the scale. Boom, random. He went around my truck. He checked everything. When I say everything, he really wanted to get something. I'm talking about real bad. First place he went to was breakaway cable. Everybody know that. Don't put that over there on the hitch and all on the chain, so you gotta be separate. We know that. That's why I said DOT violations you don't know about. Right here. This is what this video about. Checked everything, laid on the truck a little bit, and everything. Come back around, had a good conversation. He said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get back here and do your paperwork and get you on out of here. I'm like, that's cool. I'm finna get a good inspection. Cool. Man went back there to the car, and I'm really, because we had a conversation, because he was very braggadocious when he came to my truck about how usually when he pulls over a commercial vehicle, he walks away with no less than two to eight violations on whoever he pulled over. And the fact that he couldn't find nothing, we talking like this. The fact that he couldn't find nothing, he really was commending me for being on point. He was like, man, you the first person I've actually inspected in about the last month and a half that I couldn't find anything. I'm feeling super good. I'm like, that's what's up. I'm on my stuff. I'm good. Man, that man went back there and did my paperwork, and I think he just couldn't take it. His ego wouldn't let him take it. Man, the man jumped back about the car with a little box in his hand. I knew what it was. I said, Lord, how much? He just gotta do something. But I ain't get upset. I had still had a really good attitude. We laughed, talked, and everything while we was out here on the road. You know, 'cause that's how you gotta be now. You gotta be cool with these people. So he come to my driver's side window. I mean my passenger side window, mind you, and said, hey, just let the window down a little bit. I was like, okay. I let the window down a little bit more. He jammed this machine on top of my glass and started pressing buttons. I knew what was going on and took it off. He read it. He said, man, this is, I think I had 20 on there. So he was like, this is blocking 80% of the light. And, really, this tint ain't legal. I ain't gonna violate you for it. I'm gonna give you a written warning. Worst thing could have ever happened. See, that's what I'm saying. He wanted to put anything he could on paper, even though it wasn't a violation. He wanted to do anything he could to put something on paper so he feel like I did something when I pulled this guy over. He didn't win. So that was his ego. So he gave me a written. But how many of y'all know that when you get pulled over and inspected, it goes into a database that every DOT officer in the country can see when they run your number. They know what happened the last time you got pulled over, and that's the first thing they're gonna check the next time you get pulled over. So me, I ain't take heed really since I got a warning slap on the wrist. It's 100 degrees every day, and I won't keep my tent. Man, I done rode the tent, came back to Mississippi, rode another 3, 4, 5 weeks, and went down to Louisiana, dropping the load off, and was coming back with another load from Louisiana. Got pulled over by the Louisiana Highway Patrol. How many of y'all know they ain't playing in Louisiana? Anybody on this line know what's up, what's up, what's up? What about factory? You mean factoring? Probably what you talking about. That ain't what this video about. But anyway, how many of y'all know that Louisiana DOT don't play no game? I'm talking about these folks sit on the overpass bridges that you drive under and look down in your vehicle with binoculars and everything and call ahead. They got speed trap. They out in the wood. They clocking you and relaying the number to the next man up here. Say we got one coming your way. Doing this how Louisiana work now. They own their stuff. Them some good ass officers right there. I don't even say that, but them some good officers. They love what they do in Louisiana. Man, the folk pulled me over just like that. Went over the whole truck, didn't find nothing. Know when you buy your truck, what tint was on it? When you buy your truck, a lot of time it'll have legal tint, like 30. Like 30. Yeah, most time it'll have that 70-30. It blocking 70% and 30% of the sun, and you can see through it, whatever that ratio means, but it's 30 tint, it's 30% tint. Most of the time on a truck, it may be 40 on some vehicle where it's real light. I know the Mercedes got some kind of polarized tint that's the equivalent of 20, but they recognize it as legal because it's factory equipped. But when it comes to being out here in a commercial capacity, even non-CDL is a commercial vehicle, you got to adhere to the FMCSA rules about the tint. So that means even with factory tint, some kind of way, you got to find a way to get it off of there. If they want to violate you for it, they can. And that lead me to what Louisiana did. Louisiana pulled me over. I was on 10. Louisiana pulled me over on 10, coming eastbound, checked my truck, checked my paperwork. Everything was good conversation. But at the same time, he wasn't satisfied. He went back to the trooper truck, and he had already sent my logbook, so he back there basically checking over my logbook, and he looked at my previous inspection and saw I got a warning for tint. He come back to the truck. Hey man, you still got this tint on here. Here you go, this ticket for this tint, and here you go, this violation for having this tint on here, and you need to get that off there as soon as possible. I could have got it off at first and saved about $265 from giving to the state of Louisiana. Yep. Cost you about $260 in Louisiana to have 10 on your front windows. All right. That's one good violation. A lot of people didn't know because the truck came with it on their factory. You know what I'm saying? My truck with you, my stuff was a little darker than normal, but I'm just saying, you out here running. Okay. Second violation. How y'all doing this morning live? If you was new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, man. Put your comments in here. Know when you buy your truck. Okay, yep. Tyson MC, GM, yeah, yep. Yeah, King Gorilla. He said, no, not the tent. I love my tent, man. I'm telling you, man. I was to the point where I was sad when I pulled in that parking lot and got that razor blade and left all that glue residue all over my window and scrub it. I was mad. I was like, man, I gotta go out here to Las Vegas next week. I gotta run, set up to Las Vegas. It's 130 degrees out there and I can't have no tent. Ooh, I ain't like that, y'all. I did not like that. I ain't like that. But there was a violation and a loss of money dealing with something that you probably didn't even know was a violation. You're like, man, I never knew that. Can we get a little more black? Oh, back windows, back door windows, back everything all the way around the back can be as black as you want to. You can paint the window black if you want to on the back two doors and the back glass. You can paint them windows black and never use them again. You can put plastic up instead of windows and just have cardboard up. You good. But the front windows have to be completely clear. No, they don't want to let you make you ride fishbowl per se. Cause like I said, you can still keep your back two window tinted, so it do provide some relief. You know, it help keep the cab cooler in the summertime and stuff. And then, like I said, y'all see, I got my custom made, custom built, $11, y'all. The same thing you folding out on the windshield. Get what? Take them. Same thing. Why did fold up? That's the same thing. Is that not the same thing? Is that make a template, cut it to fit, save you $200, man. Don't buy that crazy stuff they got online. You buy two window dressing like that, two front windshield dressing, and do all four of your windows and be done with it. And get what? It be cut to fit, and you fit and everything good. You pop up and you private, baby. You private. Since I got 10 on this one already, it ain't gotta be perfect. You know what I mean? Save them $200, man. You go online, look up window, them little window custom made window. I don't know who make them, but they making a fool out of a lot of folks. Yeah, legal tint is 35. Yep, but ain't no such thing as legal tint on a commercial vehicle, sir. You might want to go Google that on the FMCSA website. That pertains to normal vehicles and motor vehicles on the road that not used for transportation of goods and not for hire. When you get for hire, you gotta actually follow the actual rule for the federal level. It doesn't matter what the states say. Doesn't matter. Nashville 35, it could be 35. Mississippi is 35. Louisiana is 35. Not in a commercial vehicle. Because you have to adhere to the federal standards that's set forth. And the federal override the state every day of the week. So what the state say don't mean nothing. They folk can tell you a lot of shit, but I'm telling you what I done paid for out of my pocket in a state that it got legal tent law. It ain't it ain't legal. They gonna make you pay. Alright, the next violation that you probably have never heard of. It involves your logbook. Now we know just dealing with the treachery of a logbook, federal percentage zero, bro. Mercy Light B, you're not allowed to have anything on the windshield, anything on the side windows in the front at all. They have to be crystal clear from the green FMCSA handbook. But like I said, you see it every day. You got semi blacked out. You got my truck was blacked out. You see it every day, but you never knew it was a violation until they write you up in a place like Louisiana, and they're gonna violate you for some legal tint. They're gonna violate you for some state legal tint, but federally it ain't good. So they're gonna write you a ticket, just like you had some 20 on there, you throw it 35. They're gonna write you a ticket because they want some money. They're not gonna miss the money and just write you a violation for something they know they can make some money off of. They're not gonna do that. So they're gonna make their money. Alright. The next violation, it got to do with your logbook, y'all. And the amount of attention that you pay to every category in the logbook that has a place to be filled. And we're going to touch on one particular place in particular in that logbook that it really throws some people off. It is a violation. It doesn't cost you money, but it costs you on your CSA score. It also costs you FMCSA score to drop. So, it's a real violation. And this is not listing the BOL number on the logbook. If you do this and you running anything right now and you out there and you running, I'm sitting still, but I'm out here. Anytime you out here, you can be accosted, if you will, by an officer of the law in that capacity because they the Department of Public Safety. Everything gonna be in the name of safety, so they don't have to have proper cause ever to do anything but search your truck, and they'll never do that unless you give them a reason. But far as pulling you over, inspecting you, doing all that stuff that they normally do, no proper cause is needed for any of that. They see you at 2:30 in the morning, you ride 5 miles an hour under the speed limit like I would. Boop, random, 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 random inspection, boom, 2:30 in the morning. Because they don't have to have proper cause. So, if you're riding around and you got something on the trailer, if you have something on the trailer, you have to have a bill of lading to transport this legally. That piece of paper, bill of lading, that's basically the manifest to what's on the truck, how much it weighs, where it's going, who it come from. Basically, the proof to show you didn't steal this stuff. That's that BOL right there. But that BOL has a number. Even if you got a direct customer with a COD, make a BOL. And if you don't do nothing but number the BOL 001 every time, when that officer looks at your logbook, he needs to see BOL number 001 on that logbook, or he will write you a violation for not having the contents or the commodity listed on the area of the logbook that shows while you were driving on off of duty and taking breaks and all this. This particular item was on the trailer today. This particular item was on the trailer the next day. They want to see that, and they will look through them last 7 days and look at every last one of these logs. Every time you stopped, every time you moved, every time you picked up something and you moved, they looking for a BOL number. Most time they won't go back just particularly for a BOL number. Usually they want to know what's on there right now. That's the biggest thing. When they look at it and they flip through there and they look at the form, they press form on there and it comes down everything about your pre-trips and all that stuff like that, they want to see that BOL number on there. That is a violation that is easily corrected, and then most times they won't let you. That's the problem. That really the fork in the road right there. That's something that you can get your phone back, type in, press enter, and hand it back to him, and it wouldn't even be a violation. But he caught you. It's about getting caught. There's a lot of stuff get done out here, be violations and stuff. It's about did they catch you? So they knowing that when they catch you, hey, folks ain't gonna let you make it. They not gonna do it. They not gonna let you make it. So that's that second violation I was talking about, and that's with that logbook. Failure to put your BOL numbers on your logbook. If you got more than one load, what I like to do in that spot, if I picked up one thing, I click on it, type in my BOL number. Then I go on back on duty, go pick up the next one. I get it on the trailer. I put a slash behind that and type in that next BOL number. If I get another parcel, I go in there and put another backslash behind it and put in another BOL number. But you need to have at least one of them BOL numbers on that sheet because they don't know if it go all together or if it's three different separate pieces. But they want to see a number on that logbook when they look at it. So that's a violation right there that some people probably never knew existed. Probably never knew. Okay. One more violation. And this a big one. This a big one right here. Ain't gonna cost you no money from the state, but it gonna cost you so much time. And you ain't even know this one existed. And you're gonna get put out of service 10 hours about it. You're gonna have to sit in that spot for 10 hours. Thumbs up if you know that's a bad day. Hey, Second Chance Trucker, what's up, brother? We in here, man. Hey, absolutely, man. Hey, Tyson, It's love, bro. It's all love. Y'all know me. I'm just up in here trying to impart a little knowledge, man, so you don't get caught slipping. So, this lab violation, it has to do with the mechanics of your truck and a particular system that's on your truck, and it ain't the DEF system or nothing like that, that's on your truck, that if it is not in proper working order, they can't lawfully or even in good conscience let you continue to drive the vehicle, even though you probably drove it like this every day for the last 6 months without no problem at all. Alright, now I'm gonna give y'all a chance to get this one. It's a mechanical problem. You can still drive your truck with the mechanical problem with pretty much little to no problem. You can have this mechanical problem for a long, 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 long time. It won't kill the truck. Truck ain't gonna stop on you or nothing. But if they catch you with this certain mechanical problem in a Hotshot or whatever, nope, check engine light. You can ride with check engine light forever, bro. They don't care. They don't care. Yeah, this is a good one right here. Cause see, this either one don't nobody talk about, cause they don't know. Leaking power steering, parking brake, check engine light, small evap leak, and mud flaps. Nope, they don't care. Now the mud flaps they do care about in certain places, certain states. I know Utah real stickler about it. Like if your trailer is above 10 inches off the ground, like it don't apply to mine because I got a dovetail. But for a straight deck trailer that's above 10 inches off the ground, you need to have mud flaps even on a single. Even on a single, that's a tip. Utah they want that. Utah want that. They will violate you and go down there and make you buy something, come back up and check you again, and then send you on about your way. But there's some doggone good guessing, man. Y'all paying attention. Small evap leak, that's a problem. It ain't gonna take the truck out, but DOT don't care. Check engine light, nah, they don't care about that. Did one thing. I'm telling you, this one thing, bro. Is it exhaust brake? Nope, they don't care. They don't care if your exhaust brake work or not. No. Shoot them 5.9 like the first one I had. They don't even come with it. Tire PSI, ball tire. Well, we know you weren't even supposed to left the house with ball tires, so yeah, they ain't gonna let you go with the ball tire, but that ain't the one. Windshield washer fluid, they ain't gonna put you out of service. They'll probably give you a warning or something, and that's if they check it. That's if no muffler. Mm, Depending on where you at, if it's a sound ordinance, they probably write you a ticket. They probably won't put you out of service, but it's a chance they might, depending on where you at. That's a good guess, Mark. No muffler, that's odd. That's odd, but that's a good guess. Windshield wash fluid, ball tires, nah. And I'm talking about when they find it right here, they gonna put you out of service 10 hours, but the next time they inspect you, they gonna go back. Remember, I told you they can see what they did last time, so they gonna go back and check that first, and it's gonna actually get way more serious. Luther Show, that damn Luther. Yeah, they ain't got their hands on that delete kit section. They don't care nothing about that. Sub Square, what's up, T-Dog? Yeah, what's up, baby? But at the same time, Luther. He was the first man on the line. He the first man got it right. Luther, congratulations, Luther. You won, Luther. I don't know what you just won, but you won. Luther said ABS. That is one light on your dashboard that when you turn that truck off and you turn that truck to the on position and all that stuff light on the dashboard and then it go off. If that one light stay on, you ain't finna go nowhere. You ain't moving. You ain't finna go nowhere. And the crazy thing about it, you can drive your truck for years without ABS. I don't recommend it because your tires could lock and skid or what like that. Because your ABS more than likely gonna be disabled. That's the reason that light is on, and it's indicating that there's a brake issue, and they not knowing that it might just be a speed sensor, or they might not be knowing that it's just cause this light's on because I need a hub on the front and that speed sensor gone. They don't know that, so they don't know. But they gonna give you 10 hours. They gonna give you a violation. They're gonna shut you down. If you can't turn that truck on, and when that truck starts, that light goes out, you in trouble. You are in trouble. ABS light. That one mechanical problem I know for a fact. Besides the leaking, the ball ties, and all that, man. Hey, Mark said my truck doesn't have ABS. You in the game, then, Mark. You ain't got to worry about that one. But I promise you, man, there's some people on here right now that probably do this every day. Didn't know that. Be like, man, if that come on, I can't move. You can't move. You can't move. You got to actually. They gonna probably escort you to the next rest stop or the next truck stop and put you on the 10 hour. Or they might be nice and say, we're gonna put you out of service and chill till you can call somebody up here to fix it. So depending on what it is, you might get it fixed. So if it happens, can you unplug the battery and reset and the hold on and rest it and ride from that point? Okay, can you unplug the batteries? Oh, and reset it and right. It's not gonna reset. The way the system in the trucks work, it's actually a triple redundancy, but at the least it's a double redundancy. It's looking at brake pressure, applied pressure, inputs from the speed sensors and everything like that. So actually, once you turn the truck off, drain, take the batteries off, drain the capacitors in the truck, hook the battery back up. As soon as you turn the key, it's gonna do a system check at that point in time, and that light still ain't gonna go off. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Now, uh, and now usually it's going to pop back on as soon as you start. Yeah, because it's gonna be missing an input from one of the speed sensors or one whatever. No doubt. I'm gonna tell y'all something that will bless you though. You know I always come on here to bless y'all. I'm gonna show you something. I've been had it for years. I got it when I bought my 5.9. It's just an extra precaution, and and it pay because in that situation I was talking about with that ABS light, you might be able to reset it while the truck's still running if you know something. If you know something. Ah, ah, if you know, man, I got a whole shopping truck with me, y'all. I swear, I ain't out here slipping. I don't put myself in the whoremonger seat. I ain't gonna put myself there. Hey, get what? Anything I can do ain't no secret. No, scan to delete. No, ain't no delete. This a regular OBD2 scanner, but it got ABS capabilities. I don't got no ABS problem, but I can go up in there and look at the whole system. It got live data on it. Everything. I can see every pressure on the motor. I can look at the regen while it's happening. If you look back at the first beginning of my channel, it's a real boring 4-minute video where I'm showing y'all the exhaust temperatures while the truck is going through a regen, and I show you what each one of the exhaust temp sensors in the exhaust whole stream were reading as this stuff happened. And yeah, we would say I made 900 degrees out here doing regen, sitting still dumping diesel for no reason. Yeah, and I was watching what would happen. I was watching what the turbo was doing while it was going through the stages. I was watching that the filter was cleaning out. I was looking at the pre and post injection. I was looking at the pre and post lambda and the pre and post pressure on the filter canister itself to evaluate if they were getting clean or not. I don't mean no harm. You might want to go get you one. I don't mean no harm. And I ain't plugging no particular brand. Any one of them that got diagnosed, they can read all this stuff and they can deal with the ABS system and all that. You're probably not gonna find one of these that can deal with the DEF system. You can't really reset that out here on the road, so that ain't gonna be covered. But there it is. From my good friends at Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight about 100 and I think the thing was like 150 or 199 or something like that. I had this thing probably about like 4 years. So they got a newer one, a better one, and all this stuff out now, but it ain't necessary. But I do know if the check engine light come on this truck, or the ABS light come on this truck, or anything start acting fun on this truck, I really want to be able to pull into a service station, plug up, and at least get a general idea. Now, this ain't exact. This stuff points you in the right direction when you be talking about what code and what code. Because a simple error leak could have a code saying something else just because it got a sensor that read pressure not read right. And you'll think it's the pressure sensor when there's actually a leak in the system. So this ain't Bible. This for good people that know what's going on with vehicles. You understand the mechanics of it, and you know this leads to this, and this leads to this, and this code that this thing is saying is a result of this, and not what this thing is saying. But I want to pull in and get a good general idea of what's going on with the truck. And just for you 5'9" owners, '06 model, there's a glitch in that computer. And you'll think the truck need injectors and everything. I'm finna get off here, but I'm gonna bless y'all with this. For you '05, '06, '07, coming 5'9" owner, every once in a while, for no reason at all, that truck just get to running real rough. Puffing a little black smoke, yada, yada, yada. You cut it off, crank back up, same thing. You might undo the batteries and let it sit for a while, and you plug the battery back up and start running normal. You need to have one of these with you. Because there's a glitch in that computer, y'all. Don't ask me how I know. You know I know. There's a glitch in that computer that it'll do that, and I'm talking about in mid-stride, you can pull it over, cut the truck out, turn the key to the home position, flag that out of that computer, crank that truck up, and it'll run normal again. I used to have to do it at least once every 3 months on my truck. I just had it with me. It'll do that. It'll start trembling, doing everything like the injectors or something going out. All this stuff it'll shut down. No, man. There's a glitch in that computer. That 5'9", that 2001, that ain't the same computer system. It's a very predated system. It don't got that problem. It ain't the computer on that truck. It's the high pressure pump and getting some cool unaerated diesel to that pump on that '01. They're gonna be the thing that '01. 6.7, 2007, same problem. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, the same system. Ain't no difference in a 5'9" and 6.7, but the bore and the stroke. That's the only thing difference between 5'9" and 6.7 in a '07, the '08, '09. But they put the VGT turbo on it. But really, that's the same motor. You just got a different variation of a block, different block. But it's basically just a bore and stroke 5.9, to be honest with you. You just have to take a bigger block because the piston is so much bigger. You can't really bore it out to that next size of piston, put 6, 7 piston in it. But yeah, that basically all it is. Got a bigger block and bold and stroke 5'9", same basic injector setup, same layout, same stuff. 95 7.3 is right on OBD1 and OBD2 D2 line. Yeah. And what you're gonna do is get you a program, not a program, but a scanner that has an adapter that'll let you go back to OBD1 because, you know what I'm saying, it's a different protocol that they would use back then. It wasn't so much CAN 2. They got CAN bus lines. It's CAN 2 now. It used to be just CAN. It had CAN signals and all that, and computer address, notification numerals, or something like that. I forgot what CAN stands for, but CAN bus, if y'all know about computers, that's what they do. Before you go, what you're driving, old school or new school? I'm driving a 2014 Dodge Ram, but I came out in a '06 Dodge Ram 2500. I run 2500s, bro. But yeah, I started out 6-speed manual '06 Dodge Ram 2500 and a 28-foot straight deck and got on the ground all the time. So no. Mark Broad said, I have 296,000 miles, so still got 700,000 more to go. Righteous? That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And if you got a truck that's a little bit more up to date, and you get way up there to 300,000-400,000 mile mark, and hey, I think you did good, but be honest with you, sometimes on these newer trucks and stuff, and you get a 300,000-400,000 out of it, it be time to get that problem off there and go and try and stretch out to that million because that problem ain't going to let that million come up. It just ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. Yeah, that problem ain't going to let you do no million miles. And the only reason Big Rig can do a million miles with that problem on it because they can take the canister out and get it burned out and clean. They can do that. You can't do that. This stuff welded together. You can't cut it open and clean it and put it back. My boy Mars said he paid $8,000 for it. My God. Whoever your people is there, find these $8,000 trucks to sell them to me. Golly, man. But man, I just came, I ain't always feel, but I came on the live just share them violations with y'all, man, that a lot of people don't know about until they become a victim of. And you wouldn't think, you in a state where they said my tint is legal, but the federal government say ain't nothing legal on red. One the game and say he paid $5,000 for his truck. Boy, that low cost operator, that low overhead, bad mud scooter. I'm telling you now. One got 04 F350. I took my first load Thursday, bro. 750 for 300 miles. Wonder game. Get in there, baby. You know what I'm talking about. Get that money, man. It's too much high class pimp going on out here for you. Come out here and don't be trying to run that check. That good money right there. What my boy AT the Judge say, that's money, brother. That is money. That look like money. Hey, y'all. Hey, that's my guy right there. I love Craig, man. Craig keep it real. He keep it real. He keep it real. He keep it real. Y'all gonna holler at yo. 18 just 34, 34. That boy keep it real. They say I'm like, I know, man. They say, man, I ain't lying. That guy right there, man. He be on some real stuff. But man, I'm finna get up off here. Hey, we've been on here 41 minutes. That's long enough. In love, I probably come back to you. Luther, I'm finna send you your breath for money, man. Hey, God bless each and every one of y'all. Keep the wheel turned the right side down. Y'all know what I say about a hater and his mother. For real. Hey.